Hello, my name's Eleni Allen, and today I would like to talk to you about the disloyalty bind between the mother enmeshed man and his mother. Mother enmeshment has got other names of mother's boy and emotional incest and golden child. Firstly, I'd just like to give a brief explanation. Mother enmeshed men are where the mothers have made their children into their, or their passion or their preoccupation, and have made the child into an object for the mother to put all of her perceived and grandiose image of herself onto the child. The child is basically been treated as a mirror image of the mother. The mother treats the child as an extension of herself. This is my own personal opinion. I believe that mothers that do this to their children are or have narcissistic traits. But the main dynamic between the mother and the child is that the mother uses the child to be an object to fulfill the mother in whatever way that the mother needs. Feeding if it's because she's lonely, because she needs the child to mirror back her grandiose image of herself. But either way, the mother uses the child as an object for her own personal needs. So what is the disloyalty bind? What is that disloyalty bind? The child is naturally, as children do, they want to be close to mum, they want to pull away. They want to be close to mum, they want to pull away and investigate. But mother does not allow them to pull away. Even at a very young age, this can kind of occur at the age of, say, 2. And if mother needs a hug, that child will be forced to sit on the mother's lap. And then as the child gets a bit older, just say when the child's 7, the child may want to go and investigate and go and play football. Like say, no, you stay with mum. If you move away from mum, that means mummy will be sad. You have made mummy sad. And then later on, when the child gets a little bit older, 10, 12, the child has then been ingrained with the internal dialogue that if I move away from mummy, mummy will be sad. If I move away from mummy, mummy will be sick. So on possibly an unconscious level, possibly conscious, depending on the individual, that this disloyalty bind is now virtually set in stone. And if this mother enmeshed man, now grown up, the golden child, moves away from mum or seeks out to go have his own family and his own partner, which a lot of them do, but they cannot fully commit emotionally or physically to that partner or to his children. His commitment and his loyalty will always be with mum, because the internal dialogue is, I cannot move from mum because she will be sad, she will be sick, and it will be my fault. Guilt, guilt, guilt. And that's the internal dialogue, is the guilt. So the disloyalty bind is total and utter intense guilt that the mother has instilled into the child and later on as an adult. Right, we have here a quotation from Keneth Adams from his book When He's Married to Mum. It's got, once a man is controlled by the disloyalty bind, An unending source of guilt tells him that he should not commit to a new opportunity or a new woman. And that is how the disloyalty bind works. Even though the golden child, mother enmeshed man, seeks out and maybe go into a relationship, that to fully commit, it's a virtual impossibility. And if you are a partner or husband, a wife, girlfriend of a mother enmeshed man, you may feel that there is something lacking. You're searching to connect. You get frustrated. You can feel angry. You can feel, totally and utterly alone in this relationship. And even in severe cases, that the disloyalty bind cannot be broken. An example of this I can give from my own personal opinions or personal experience. In October 2012, I had a 7mm aneurysm, and it was basically a life or death operation that I was to have, because there was a severe chance of me having a brain hemorrhage and that aneurysm popping. So it was a very tense time, and I had the operation. I was in intensive care, and I was actually 2 days later, I was actually well enough to go up to the ward. So this is in the morning in intensive care. I was given this information that I was well enough to go up to the ward. My husband was nowhere to be found. His mobile phone, he was not answering. The house phone was not being picked up. And he later comes into the hospital and says, sorry, I'm late. And the nurse who was there with me said, we've been trying to get hold of you. And his response was, I had to go and see Mom, which was a 2-long trip journey on a bus, which took 3 hours. He continues to say, I had to see Mum because she was crying. I think from that moment, I was unable to use my arms and legs fully. I had, because I'd had a brain operation, I'd had a coil fitted. So even though my mind was working, my body wasn't working, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I've just had a life-saving operation, brain operation, and Mother came first because she was crying. And I think from that moment I realised that there was something dramatically, disturbingly wrong with the relationship between him and his mother. And as you can imagine, resentment began to build up from that moment as well, because as a partner of a mother enmeshed man, you will never be first. You may have little clip-its, but when push comes to shove, you will always be second. Mother is first, because that disloyalty bind is too strong to be broken. And I do believe that within that it can be broken. We can never say never, but only if the mother enmeshed man comes to the stage where his illusions and his denial is broken, and he sees it and he gets therapy, because this is a lifelong process that the mother enmeshed man has. His loyalty is with Mother. Like I say, in my own personal opinion, I believe mothers that do this to their children and later on as they grow up do have narcissistic tendencies, because they do not think one iota for that child. because as mothers, we let our children go. However painful it is for ourselves, we allow our children to go, and then we build a new relationship up with our children as adults, as separate individuals to ourselves, whereas the mother enmeshed man does not see any separation. The mother doesn't see any separation. They are one. They are enmeshed. They are one. Right, let's just see. Yes, that's it. I've got another quote here from Keneth Adams from his book Silently Seduced. This one, he's got, these mother enmeshed men cannot bear the give and take of a healthy relationship. So just say, using that example, when I was in hospital, what the heck, why were you not with me? Why did you not answer your phone? Because mother was more important. How dare you? So the mother enmeshed man will either cut you off with silent treatment, or he will be outraged with you. He will just explode on you, because there is that dynamic. There is not a give and take. You are there. He is there. You do not have that equal standing. It is like that. You're down, he's high. So you cannot even maybe express how you feel, your anger, your resentment, your sheer and utter frustration of trying to emotionally connect. It will not happen, because that's the dynamics. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got an abundance of videos on there, so it would be lovely for you to have a search through. And these videos are from experts, what I would consider experts. And please have a look at my other videos as well, which then may be of interest to you. And please leave a comment in the comments box. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. I would love to hear your stories. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.